Hello everybody and welcome to Pro Tips Orcs, the first in the series against Wood Elves. So that's good that we've got a fair match. 1010 TV. I guess he's just like, oh, he hasn't bought an apple because he's saving up. He's only got one reroll and he's got two throwers and two catchers. Well, I don't like that. I think obviously he should have got a reroll instead of two throws and a catcher, but I'm not going to complain how he drew his first game. So this should be a classic bash versus dash match, which is lucky because he, as was just said in the chat there, yeah, it could have been Chaos and Necro down a lot of TV. You know, if you're down 200, 300 TV against Chaos and Necro, it's bad times for Orcs. So this is going to be This is going to be the danger zone for Orcs. Could definitely get a poor record from this because we are going up against the bane of Orcs, which is higher TV chaos, really. Once they get Claw. Yeah, perfect Woodies. So yeah. Unfortunately, of course, now, after my ranting about how bad the throw was, it would actually be good against Wood Elves. Actually, no, it wouldn't because they haven't got strip ball. They haven't got strip ball. So, hello big bone fat ass. They don't have strip ball. If they had strip ball, the throw would be really good. But since they don't have strip, I've just got to be prepared to use the team reroll to pick the ball up. What is he doing? So yes, this should be good. This should be a good thing, hopefully. I mean, hopefully I'll win. But even if I don't, at least it's a fair match. And hopefully you'll be able to see where I went wrong tactically if I don't win. So I think because they're a soft team. Albert Ornstein, thank you for the follow. Because they're a slow team, they'll do this defense. So this is like a normal ziggurat or chevron defense. Normally they'd be two back in case your opponent got a quick snap, so they couldn't make blocks. But because these are only strength 3, because I've got the Black Orcs on the outside of the line here, and Black Orcs before, they can't 2-dice these guys, which means they can't 2-dice these guys, which means he's got to give up on the LOS, and he can't even try to hit me. So this is the one defense. The other normal defense would be one back with everybody, and the 3 linemen on the LOS, and the 4 Black Orcs spread out in front. The normal setup that I use for most teams is the rule of 5 setup, whereby you protect your 5 most valuable players, which in this case would be your 4 blitzers and your best Black Orc. Whichever your best Black Orc is, you would have him here, and then your 3 worst Black Orcs protecting them. This would be the second best Black Orc. This would be the best one, and then your 4 blitzers. So, but because he can't. This is just because we've got the strength advantage. Going to push that strength advantage to hopefully shut him down. Thank you very much, Albert Ornstein. Well, that's good. I'm going to really try and make this video more beginner orientated, where I'm trying to explain, you know, every block, get the ordering perfect, because a lot of the time I'm a bit lazy with the ordering because, like, you know, I rely on not rolling a 1 in 12, 9, 6 chance. But I'll try and, you know, do everything properly for this game and explain why blocks are being made to free up players, what the plan is at the start of the turn, all this kind of stuff. But normally, and like, so this chevron is obviously designed so people can't break through easily, and in this case to deny LOS blocks. So it serves multiple functions in this particular case. The rule of 5 is what I'd normally use against like a bash team, and even against an agility team, having the rule of 5 set up, you know, five guys here, they can go either side. Whereas now if he goes down this side, these 2 are out of the game for a couple of turns. This guy's almost out of the game. If you've got 5 players here, even, you know, they can all get over a little bit. So I do like the rule of 5 setup almost always, but obviously with a beginner team, a rookie team, there's no real. And Orcs, you know, when everyone's armor 9, there's nobody you have to protect. Classic touchback there. Hit it right in the middle and give them the touchback. Oh, does he have a leader? How does he have 2 rerolls? It said he only had 1 reroll. Oh, did he get a reroll and a touchback? Wow, that's pretty unlucky. That's pretty unlucky, isn't it? You got an extra reroll and a touchback. Makes his team much better. But yeah, that was really good. I think denying LOS blocks completely is a powerful ability Orcs have against agility teams. Obviously, if he knocks this guy over, he can't break through. The thing with Orcs is they are good for beginners because they're rarely men down, but the bad thing is they are bad when they're men down, and if they get men down against Wood Elves, it's going to be horrible. So there is that. You know, if he gets lucky and gets an early removal here, it's going to be tough going, or even a removal in the first half. If it's 10 versus 11 second half in his favour, it's going to be very tough, or like 9 versus 11. I don't have pro tips for stinking hangover. Drink lots of water, I guess. So yes, I guess I'm just going to try and base as many people as possible right now. Maybe take a little bit of a sweeper, because he only has 2 rerolls. So if he's making lots of 2+ rolls, try and make it so that you only want to base it if it's not easy for them to block you away. You want to force dodges if they don't have dodge, so that they might use rerolls on it. But the important thing is to make sure you don't just get your guys blocked down, because obviously that's terrible, getting your players knocked down. Might have a little bit of an elf screen here, and then base a little bit over here. Because you've always got to watch out for the reverse. What I see a lot of people do is they'll put loads of guys here and then they'll just reverse here. So the important thing in this situation, I always try to like go parallel with the offense. So you know, I want to make it strong here, but enough that I can cover the breakaway over there. I think I just want to hit this guy though, because I get a second hit from him with him. So use the guy that moves the furthest to get where you want him to go. So now it's a push, he gets blocked again. Yep. And I think I could go in here as well. This could be okay. I'm going to stand up for the assist there. I really want to get in contact with the Black Orcs. But I guess it's important to stop him breaking through here. Well, I guess it's not so important. He can't actually score, so stopping him breaking through isn't so important. Or important at all. So I guess we want to mark players with the Black Orcs. Just because they're strength 4. You know, this isn't so easy for him to make hits now. And he can go in there as well, so he's got a couple of strength 3 on there. I like 3 players in contact if possible, rather than just 1. It would have been better to have had another player here. I think we're going to have to go back a little bit though, just because he's fast elves. The important thing is just, if they score, they don't do it quick. They do it quickly. If they score, they do it quickly. They can't stall. The worst thing you can do is letting a touchdown on turn 8, right? If you're letting a touchdown on turn 4, you can come into trouble trying to score yourself. But just don't let them score on turn 8. Yeah, finally they get the proper start up, yeah, because they fixed the cost of the blitzers. I didn't mention that in the Orc guide, but yeah, it's good that they've actually fixed the cost of the team. Hello, Bleeding Happy. Yeah, pretending Pro Tips Woodies never existed. It was just 2 games, so I think it was easier to not. Because, and do you know what as well, I messed up the video, the Woody guide, and I wanted to put the guide on before I did the Pro Tips, and I messed up the guide, but I thought I still had to stream, so I did the Pro Tips, but obviously it wasn't worth it with the guide and that and having to start over again. I just thought, if I'd kept the team, if I just lost the game but not lost the War Dancer, I would have carried on. But, well, Sean's wouldn't have been that good, Jalil. Yeah, Shohan's would have been okay, but he doesn't have Strip Ball, does he? If he has Strip Ball, then obviously the Shohan's is much better. But right now, as long as I pick it up, the block's going to be better on the ball carrier than Shohan's. So, it's a bit of 6 and 2 3s, really. Just means that it might have saved me a reroll. Or, like, you know, if they pop it, I would have that inbuilt reroll. Like, having the inbuilt reroll to pick up the ball is good against Woodies. This is fucked up. I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, having the inbuilt reroll to pick up the ball is obviously good, but having block on the carrier and movement can be so important against Woodies, which is why throwers are crap, you know? If throwers were movement 6, they'd be alright. But even though they'd be armor 8, they would just be a human thrower then, wouldn't they? Which would be fine. Is he going to make a sideline cage here? So if he scores in 3 turns here, it's okay. I don't mind him scoring in 3 turns, because then that'll give us 6 turns to grind out a touchdown against him and win 2-1. And maybe I should have put a guy behind there to stop this breakthrough. I'm kind of bummed out that he got the extra reroll, because that's a pretty massive difference in having 1 reroll or 2. Is he going to pass or something? Greed pass there. Wow. Never punished. Blodge, Mighty Blow, Tackle. Sidestep. Probably. Yeah, Blood Shohan's Blitzer is so much better than a thrower. He's making all of his 2+ rolls here. He's made about, what, 4 or 5 2+s? Without having to use a reroll. Or just failing. I guess he wouldn't have used a reroll if he'd failed, but he would have had to have rerolled this one. Two GFIs can reach him, but obviously I'm not going to take a 1 dice on the ball with Blodge. Yeah, so he made every 2+ dodge. Pretty disgusting. Could base this War Dancer, could blitz him and base the War Dancer. Would like to base this one as well. I mean, even though there's a 1 in 36 for them to dodge away, if they don't do that and they fail, at least like they're in a tackle zone and stuff, they've got to dodge away before they pass or something. So it's probably worth basing both of these guys with a strength 3 player. As irrelevant as basing them is. This Black Orc can go in here. So that seems good. Especially as he can then like pincer them a little bit. And obviously he can come up here. So now obviously you've got to be wary of him moving the whole team around. So could pin him against the sideline. Could blitz him and base the ball. Could sandwich him there. That could be okay. can't sandwich him because he could. This guy could get surfed if he did. Aha, but he could. Getting a lineman surfed isn't so bad. And now this strength can go in there. He can go there, screen there a little bit. And I do want to pressure the ball a little bit. Because otherwise he can at least this has got more chance of making force, like not forcing the score, but it's got more chance of him going for the score by doing this. So push him there so that he was still based by this guy, so he couldn't assist if he wanted to block there. Right, so I mean that's okay. All of his players are based, and you know he's going to have to make some rolls this turn. And while he can just dodge everybody away in cage somewhere, he might be tempted to go for the thing. I mean, it would be possible to surf this guy. You could just dodge away, one dice him, and then dodge and one dice him surf. Like it's not likely that he gets surfed, but it's possible for him to get surfed. But at least it's just a lineman if it does happen. It's pretty cool because someone just asked on Reddit, "What do you do? How do you defend as Orcs against agility teams?" So it's pretty good. Hello, Ratan. Yeah. Jump up's no good without piling on, I don't think, Jalil. So, yeah. Oh, he uses dodge. Maybe he should have gone here. So then he would have had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would have stopped him. He would have gone one further back. But I kind of liked him being here. Further back to react. Wow, 3+2+. But at least he took up two players to knock down the black hole. That's not so bad. The main thing is just not to get stalled on, you know. It's like, if they score in 2 or 3 or 4, it's alright. Yeah, Ratan does get a mention whenever I kill a player, it's true. He thrives on the death, doesn't he? Yeah, so the important thing is to not get stalled, and he is stalling me here. But that was again why I based the ball, you know, because otherwise you could just hang back indefinitely. Now at least he's got to do something. And if he goes forward to this area, hopefully I can close him down here. And then he might want to score on turn 4. Turn 4 is getting into bad territory for Elves to score. If Elves score against you on turn 4, then you've got a good chance of trying to go... Oh god, he's making another 2+ roll. He's made a lot of 2+ rolls here. He's made his dodges, he's made a GFI. Obviously you don't expect him to fail the dodges with dodge, but he's made a 2+ catch. About 5 or 6 2+ dodges, a GFI, another 2+ catch. And, you know, eventually you would hope, if he had had one reroll, something would have failed and he would be in a bit of a bad spot. But he's rolling well at the moment. This is looking a bit dodgy for him, though, because these are close enough to still get back, aren't they, I think. So hopefully he should be able to clamp into this formation next turn and do enough to make him force the score on turn 4, but turn 4 is bad. If he scores turn 5, it's going to be really tough to score on 4, even with 3 rerolls. Because the worst thing is Elves when they score in about 4 turns, and then you don't protect the ball properly because you're pushing for the equaliser, and then they one dice the ball, get the POW, roll 3+2+ and score. It's pretty annoying. Well, that was a good one from the fail. Putting a screen there. Well, it wouldn't really be a screen. So yeah, going to slam back down here now, and hopefully should be good. A timely stun as well, actually. That's not bad. about this guy. Shame he can't go in fully there. I think I want to blitz the War Dancer with this guy, because then that will free up the Black Orc to base the ball. So assist it with him. So this is why people say stand up your down players first, not always, because if you've got plans for them, you can't. Oh wow, powed him. Powed his blodger. Unbelievable, Jeff. I haven't got any movement left to follow. Oh my god, yes! Yes! Epic. That helps. That helps. Right, a push here will base him as well, which is good. This guy is probably too far. What do I want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4. I could base there, but it doesn't do a whole lot. Although it does make a screen with him basing here. So, okay, he's going to go here. And these guys in here. And then this traps this guy a little bit, doesn't it, here? He goes there. So now, and actually this could push him into there and make another block and still base 2 people. But I would really like to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and then GFI to here. I would like to make that GFI. So I think I'm just going to push him directly back. Base 2 down players, always good. Stun's good as well. And yeah, this I think this is a good spot here. Obviously won't re-roll if it fails. So there you go, I make 1 2+ roll and it fails. That is the nature of Elves against Orcs. So yeah, that leaves me way out, doesn't it? So I could have moved this blitzer to here, but then this would have been an easy dodge out, so I wanted the blitzer to be there. If I'd moved the blitzer to there, the Orc would have had to go there. Could have gone there. In actual fact, I could have had this Orc here, couldn't I? Would have been even better, but I didn't want to make 2 GFIs. So yeah, this is what, a 3+, 2+ out, and then a 2+ dodge and a pass. But chance of an interception, so there's some dice that can be rolled. Yeah, the pro tips seem to have changed, but they have a similar outcome, yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Hello, see you owls. Die fucking fuck. Orcs. Elves dodged into 2 instead of 1. Wow, that's pretty bad, Zalash. I didn't even check that out, but yeah, the default pathing is horrendous. That was a pretty bad GFI to fail. Maybe I should have re-rolled it, because now he's getting a 2+ instead of a 3+, 2+. But I just, I want the 3 re-rolls to be able to score on his drive. I mean, on my drive with 5 turns. Yeah, he's pretty much forced to try to score now, yeah, exactly. But although it's not really hard for him, is it? A 2 die blitz and then a 2+ dodge. This is actually much easier than scoring with a catcher. So yeah, 5 turns. I want all 3 rerolls for the 5 turns. That was the thing. He could have just 1 dice blitzed, actually, couldn't he? If I hadn't made that GFI, wouldn't have been too hard. Hey! So he rolled a 1 finally. But now 2 chances of a 1. Could happen. Oh, beautiful. Hard to... that actually probably works out better for him, because he's probably going to be able to score this turn. And I'm probably not going to be able to stop him scoring here. Shit. He can't go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. This one could go here. Make it 3 dice. Yep. I'm going to hit him on 3 dice here. It's really annoying because I'd obviously want to free up blitzers. I want to surf him but can't. I can't even surf the War Dancer either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. GFI, and then there's no way to blitz him apart from if it's with him. He's got to block him. So I'll push him further away from the ball with that push. Get the Black Orc squeezing him at the sideline. He's already basing 2 down guys, that's okay. He's free to move but can't really spare the players to stop him. He could maybe go up here or something. So there's not a lot you can do. Come down here. Gonna have to rely on a power here, I think. About 50-50 chance. Because freeing up this guy just doesn't do a lot. But then if I push him, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. GFI, GFI. And then he blitzes and there's 2 tackle zones on the ball. There's 3 GFIs then. Alright, I'm just going to go for the block. Got the pow. Oh, beautiful. Pow into injury. Pow into injury. We like to see that. So now he can just come in here for the assist and then he don't need a GFI to hit him. He can make a GFI there at the end of the after this blitz. Yeah, 2 TZs in the ball. If I power, I can go for the pickup here, I guess. Do I follow? No. No. Right, 2D there, I guess. More chance of a favourable result follow, so he's still based. And could actually foul him, wouldn't be the worst, but I think GFI to make it harder for him to get out in a good way. This is still pretty easy touchdown for him, isn't it? 1 dice, 3+ pickup, touchdown. Maybe I should have followed up, but then that would still been the same thing. In fact, follow up would have been better, wouldn't it? I should have followed. I think I should have followed. I think I should have followed, because if I follow, he's got a 1 dice blitz. And if it's a push, it's a 4+ pickup. Whereas now, if he 1 dice blitz him, it's a 3+ pickup on a push. So actually, I was just scared of getting surfed, but he would have had to have gone for the pickup first to surf. So I think I should have followed up there. I think that was a mistake. But we'll see. He should have been out of rerolls by now as well, which is frustrating. Well, 3-3-2 to score. Or 2-4-2 to score. 2-2-4-2. So yeah, I probably should have followed up there. I think that was a mistake. And you know, I had all that time. I should have thought about whether I was going to. The thing is, you've got a 15-second timer. Yeah, it could just be 4 + 2 +, yeah, if you want to do it that way. Whereas if I'd followed, he would have had to make a dodge and for the pickup, so I would have forced him into 1 dice blitzing. Yeah, but he's doing the right play here. But he's skulled, so he has to re-roll it, and he gets the power. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It actually wouldn't have mattered if I'd followed up now. No re-rolls? Nah. Motherfucker. There you go. I mean, that he's out of re-rolls, so hopefully it's he could be Jelly, he could be. So in the end, the follow-up didn't matter there, but if it had been a push, it wouldn't have mattered because he rolled a 5+. He rolled a 5 anyway. But if it had been a push, if I'd followed and he'd pushed, he would have been a 4+ pickup. So yeah, that's also as I said, Jelliel. So he could have just been watching, or he could have just. It was the best option. Yeah, I mean, he's not an idiot. He's played pretty well. He moved around a bit. I made it hard for him, but he's Elves. So ultimately, I mean, as it happened, him failing that catch, maybe it did him good because now I've only got 4 turns to equalise instead of 5. But it did cost him a reroll, didn't it? He had to reroll it the next turn, and obviously he could have failed. So now that he's got 9, And we've got 11. Might have to base a bit on offense to get it moving. Gonna have to reroll the pickup just to make sure we get the ball. But you know, it should be a decent chance, I think, of a... Yeah, 4 turn at 2 on gride is okay. It should be enough. You should be able to score in 4 turns, you know. With Orcs. As slow as they are. It just depends. If it's a really bad kick, if it comes back, then it's 1 turn to pick it up. 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns. You're looking at handoff. So if it goes in the back half, it's going to be bad. Unless I have like a blitzer here and a blitzer here. That might be what I might have to do. Just that if the ball comes here, you can pick it up and push forward. Orcs are very slow. You certainly can know him to. You can just one dice the ball. I think I'm going to have the blitzers back to pick up here. Normally I would never set up like this. But with only 4 turns, and Orcs being slow, I think it's not a bad play. He does have the blitz though. Alright, I've got to protect it. Protecting against the blitz is more important. Right, so to protect against the blitz. Right, so you want your 3 blockers making blocks diagonally from the LOS. Black Orcs so that they can't break through if they get a blitz. And that looks good. There's no real way for them to break through on a blitz. They'd have to one dice this guy and then dodge through there. Or one dice this guy. So yeah, unfortunately the threat of the blitz put him back a little bit further. But just hope that it's not a bad kick. Gets an extra reroll. Lucky bastard. Alright, pretty good kick for us actually. Right, so first things first is protect the ball. It's already protected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna get to there. So want 2 guys to cage it. Well, 4 guys to cage it actually. But first of all, gonna make blocks. Blocks with blocks, follow up if they're knocked over. Nice. Right, so there's a screen here to protect the ball. So right now, failing the pickup is okay. But I'm still going to re-roll it just because of the time factor. Good. So there's a bit of an elf screen here, randomly. Want to blitz somebody, so he can blitz there. But need to protect the ball. I guess have the slower players in front. He's got more players over this side. So oh, this is pretty clever. Move him out there. And him here, so we've got an elf screen in front of the cage. And then yeah, blitz this guy here. Because you don't have to blitz, and sometimes it's better to not blitz if you don't want to reroll anything, but I think it's worth. It's going to take 2 players' action to knock him down, which will be acceptable. Hello, Raven Poe. Thanks for the sub as well. I wasn't quite sure what your numbers were on the thing, but you can get double bison dollars now. And if you want a special message to play when you enter the stream, you can. Just message me, PM me somewhere, and you can get that. And what I will do is, at the weekend, I'm pretty sure I'm going to sort out the Patreon rewards properly. Yeah, more dice is usually is pretty much always better if you've got a reroll. That's the thing, isn't it? But so it was close. I think it was close. Mirazkadu. I don't know. It'd be hard to say which was definitively the best play. So he used his blitz there. So in that case, basing the two players with a Black Orc was fine. And also because he got the push, he's actually sandwiched his own guy in here, which is pretty funny. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, so got to watch out for the leap here. I mean, there's nothing. I can do the Vengabus formation to defend against the 1 dice leap. Unfortunately, it's got a decent chance of working, hasn't it? 1 in 3. 2 out of 3 to make the. Oh, he made the dodge away. But he's left a hole here, hasn't he? He's left a big hole. Not so big now. I think I'm going to have to go this way though. It'd be nice if he was out of the way. Could go here. You could go here. Yeah. No, I want him to be here. Alright. Move him first then. And it's pretty essential to get him knocked down here, I think. Lucky boy. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want him to be here, don't I? So that he doesn't have to... Or even 2 forward. Is possible. There's enough around there. I think that's okay, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Right, so, you know, this way it gets far forward as possible. It's obviously a little bit risky in terms of protecting the cage corner here. Could just normal cage here. Oh, I've moved him for too far forward. 1 foot too far forward. He's just want to base people, I guess. Base people without dodge. Alright, he can't even go there anyway. So he's going to have to go here. Going to make the cage dive. A little bit possible. GFI him into there. He can base 2 and strength 4, it's safe, isn't it? He can base this down guy. He can get as far forward as he can. But he's got to go that way first. And I can re-roll it because there's only 3 turns left. So, and it's a 1 again. Good. And now this is a screen as well, isn't it? For the there's a screen. So a screen is 2 spaces between them, which means they've got to make dodges. So this is screen. This is screen. There's all this here. This is pretty. It's about as safe as I could make it, I think. Yeah, he got another reroll. He's had 2 bonus rerolls from kickoff events, which is pretty annoying. And unfortunately, I didn't get behind him, so he can just dodge everybody away in elf screen here, and have gone really over to one side. I should have probably gone caged here and had 2 players. I don't know why I went so far over. There was no need to go. It's because I wanted to make a Vengabus cage, and then I just realised I couldn't later. They should have all been 1 square over. This cage should have been here, I think. Blitz is still better without reroll. Right, there you go. Generally more dice with less like lower targets is better than fewer dice with higher targets, isn't it? Like, it's better to make a 2+ it's always better to make a 2+ to make a 3+ pass than it is to make a 4+ pass. And with rerolls, it's something like it's better to make 2+s to make it a 5+ than a 6+. It's stuff like that. I don't know. Usually, it's good to make 1 GFI to reduce the band of a pass, but it's usually not good to make 2 GFIs to reduce the band of a pass. Is he just going to jump in for the blitz here or not? No. He's just going to stand there. Okay. But he's going to have to make some rolls here. 2+s. Ah, he's got the reroll though. Oh, he did the leap without the blitz. Okay. Oh, so he can surf a guy. That seems worth getting your war dancer surfed. Oh my god, what a crazy motherfucker. Well, I'm confused by that play. Wow, and it pays off for him with an injury. Wow. Wow. I was not expecting that play. Okay, but I mean, I shouldn't have gone to the sideline. Not that I was scared of the surf, but I should have gone here just to give me more options to get forward, like a bit diagonally. But now he's got no rerolls for these 3 dodges, so that's good. No, this guy cannot play. That was a terrible move. That was an absolutely terrible move. He's getting his war dancer surfed, and he's getting another guy surfed. Yeah, he did get his own war dancer surfed. Yeah, sacrifice the war dancer. Terrible. And he's making all of his 2+ rolls. I guess I'm not going to get to surf this guy. So actually, it's not that bad. And I've got to blitz him, so it's going to be hard to break through. So actually, it's not even that bad. It wasn't even that bad. I'm going to have to dodge away from this guy, aren't I? Surf the war dancer. He just made all of his 2+ rolls again. My god. I'm gonna have to block, surf the war dancer and dodge away from this guy, and then blitz there and stuff. I know this is pretty hard. Could hand off to dodge away, hand off, and go that way, but that seems terrible. I need to get men forward, so I think the handoff is not possible. Right, but first of all, surf him. Oh my god. Nothing. He injures my blitzer, and I fail to 2-dice surf him. Oh my god. This has gone fucking badly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's getting to the point where I think I should give up scoring now. He's only got 1 turn, right, so there's no danger in going for the touchdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, GFI. Canoring threat. First thing. Need to get that chance. I don't really want to dodge away. I think I just want to surf him this turn and go for a handoff play next turn somehow. Oh, miss. Oh my god. It wasn't even a misclick. It's the fucking game doesn't pick up when you click on people. That was the worst. Thanks for the follow. I mean, that looked like a complete idiot there, obviously, but I clicked on him and then it just didn't register the click. The fucking UI. I mean, you know, obviously. Oh, shit. That was so fucking bad. Didn't even get to protect the ball either. And it's kind of protected, but man. That's what you get when you make the safe moves first. You know, obviously I want to make this safe move. There's only one scoring threat now, isn't there? Fuck's sake! Fuck's sake, that's so annoying. It's not even a misclick, it's their shit UI. I clicked on him and it didn't register. He would have gone there. He would have surfed him. It's still hard, like, it's still hard to fucking protect the ball and move anybody forward. Wow, I can't believe he made that surf though and got the injury. Gave up his ward answer. Gave up his ward. I mean, it would have been a double surf if I'd committed to blitzing him there as well. Oh, yeah, that misclick's annoying. Well, it wasn't even a misclick. Yeah, that's true, bleeding hippie. Yeah, there's some annoying things. I'm annoyed that this guy played so badly and got rewarded as well. To be honest, Calcium. Oh no, Midori. I was so annoyed that he just misplayed so badly, and yet his ward answer's alive and my blitz is dead. Well, not dead. Missed next game. Wow, he's not even blitzing the one guy who can score. He's blitzing a random Black Orc. Holy shit. Holy shit. Some people are pretty bad. Yeah, misclick pass, yeah, done that before. He's gonna foul! He's gonna foul! Oh no! Oh my god, he's so bad. Oh, he's so bad. If only I'd moved anybody forward. Right, so 2 GFIs to blitz him is about the same as making the dodge if I don't pow him. Can't chain him anyway. Can't chain him forward. So the only play is passing to him. Is a 3+ handoff into a 3+ pass better than just passing from here? 2+, 3+. So yeah. Alright, just the pass then. And then he blitzes. If he gets a push, he dodges away. And if he gets the power, I think that's going to be better than that. I'll do the pass first anyway. And see. Oh, but then... Oh, I don't even need the GFI. Oh, this is a 4+, isn't it? For fuck's sake, that's a 4+. Ugh. That's a 4+ pass. Could do a 3+, 3+. Let's see, I've got a reroll. I need to samba this real quick because I don't even know. 3+ handoff, 3+ pass, 3+ catch would be 59%, but just a 4+, 3+ is 61%. So yeah. Oh yeah, maybe he's just going to the end zone first, and then pass it that way. Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GFI, GFI. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GFI pass. End zone throw could be good. I think it's better to not make these GFIs to blitz. So just blitz with him. See what happens. Don't get the POW. But have to follow. And dodge and GFI. Of course. And fail the GFI. There you go. Oh, into injury. Alright. So actually, yeah, it was probably better to have done the pass first, because then I wouldn't have died. Wouldn't have had death from trying to score. Wow. No, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad drawing to this guy, yeah, I think it's pretty bad. 9 versus 9. So now it's going very badly. He has lost a ward answer, which is obviously worse than me losing a lineman. But 9 versus 9 is not a good place to be for Orcs. You know, they really want 11 players. They control less space now, don't they? And it's pretty good. Oh, this injury, to be fair, this injury was caused by not having to break AV. So, to be fair to him. But, I mean, giving up a war dancer for that surf was terrible. Horrific. Horrific play by him. Just horrific. There's no other word. He made a 3+ leap so that he could surf and get his war dancer surf. That was so bad. So, yeah, the reason I cancelled the Woodies was obviously I had to retire the team because too many players, well, not too many players at War Dancer died in the second game, which is why and I hadn't done the Wood Elf pro tips, not the Wood Elf guide. Yeah, so horrific play and not punished yet. That seems to be the way of Blood Bowl, really. You make one misplay and it's brutally punished, and then they just play terribly and aren't punished. Alright, so need to somehow guard against a blitz with no players. And so again, this is hard. Through no fault of my own, I'm put in a position where if my opponent gets a blitz, I'm pretty much fucked. Maybe this is the best way to stop a blitz killing us. Maybe. Score and steal the ball. I did do that, Jelliel, in with my dwarves one time, which was pretty hilarious. But no, I'm not going to do this one. I'm just going to try and get the draw. Hope for a draw now in a game that should have been easy after a Kazing Award answer, which is obviously incredibly lucky. Wow, KO. So the first thing you should do is cover the ball, but this I can't do without rolling dice because he's stopping them coming around. He can't get anywhere relevant. So I think it's better just to make the blocks first. Does commit me to re-rolling these blocks, but I just kind of have to, I think. Right, so gonna have to not do anything. And he's gonna go there to stop the War Dancer getting an easy 1 die. Have to make this block as well. Good. At least I made the pickups. At least that's something, eh? He can sandwich that guy. Now I don't really want to make this blitz now because if I fail, if we're both down, I've lost the ball in the game. So I don't want to use a reroll on turn 1 of the half. Him being down doesn't help me that much. So I'm not even going to make a blitz. I'll call the thank you. Yeah, there's a lot. I think there's a lot of similarities between poker and Blood Bowl. Definitely, and I guess Hearthstone as well. There's a skill element and a luck element. Yeah, it's pretty close. They're pretty close. What happened, Rattan, was he traded a War Dancer Surf for a Blitzer Surf. He missed next game the Blitzer, and his War Dancer came out unscathed, and then failed the GFI into a fucking missed next game or something. So absolutely brutal. There you go. So the Blitz would have been pushes and not done all that. Yeah, appropriate gambles, yeah. Like fouling is the biggest thing in that regard, isn't it? Because fouling is a massive gamble. So it's pretty like I guess his crazy surf, it was the right time to do it because it's the only way he's gonna win, isn't it, pretty much. Yeah, it gets him through though, gets him a bit of pressure on the ball. Wow, just doing a random leap. What the fuck is this guy's problem? It's just... What is he even playing at? To not beat this guy, I feel bad. I'm just... You wouldn't have moments like this if there was no randomness, would you? What the actual fuck? He's like, I have leap. I have to use it. He likes to roll dice and he's got 1 reroll and he gained 2 rerolls in the first half. I can't beat him. I don't think I can beat him. I really don't think I can beat him. I think elves are too good. I just don't see how I can beat him. Right, obviously the guy who goes furthest blitzes the war dancer first action because it's a block and it's more reliable than this block. And of course, don't do anything to him. He can come over for this block. And he can come over for this block. Ball's horrifically exposed if that had been a both down. Ball's pretty horrifically exposed anyway to TBH. I guess I fucked up there. Because right now this is the only way I can protect the ball, and it's not really protected, is it? I need to pow this guy. No, it's not a pow. GFI in here. This makes things a little bit more difficult. Wow. It's pretty hard with only having 9 players. Now he's going to base everybody. And it's probably going to go badly. Yeah, that's the thing with elves. It doesn't matter. Like, elves are... Wood elves and Skaven are good for... Well, not so much Skaven, I guess. But Wood elves are good for new players because you can just roll dice. You know, they can't stop you getting a 3+ leap in to hit the ball and rolling some 2+ with the catches and the war dancers. And so, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's got to go for the draw. There's no way I can hope to win. If I score on turn 12 and he uses his reroll and his war dancer dies, if his war dancer dies and uses a reroll, then maybe. But how do I stop the catchers scoring? There's only one catcher now, I guess. I really need him to use a reroll. Because Skaven linemen are crap. So, like, Skaven are a bit like that because they've got the war dancers, but for an actual totally new player, I think it's better to have 11 good players than, like, 4 good players, basically. Yeah, leap and die. If he leaps and dies, it's great. He's definitely going for the leap, though, isn't he? 100%. And he hasn't even based everyone, which is good. He hasn't even activated the blitz, has he? Oh yeah, he has. Right. Wow. Yeah, Stormvermin, but as a starting team, they're not, are they? They're just blitzers. Oh yeah, it's a POW. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. He just goes for the 3+, 5+. Makes it, no rerolls, no problem. Alright, at least there's some tackle zones. This is going to be a hard game to draw. Wow. He's the dice rolling king. Yes, Sam Davies, this is typical for me. This was a failed GFI. This was a surf that he sacrificed his War Dancer. He got his War Dancer surfed so he could surf my Blitzer. And then obviously he was not punished. Yeah, so at least I've still got the 3 rerolls here. So I think I have to make this block first. Do I? Not really. I want to see what happens though. It's pretty shit, isn't it? Could blitz this War Dancer down here, but doesn't do a whole lot. Blitzing him doesn't do too much either. I guess just secure the ball here and don't move forward this turn. Because I'm just going to have to settle for the draw. So got a crazy cage now, so that's good. So even if the pickups fail, it's not the worst thing in the world. But I'm still going to have to reroll it, aren't I? Because they're elves. And I picked up with the wrong one, because he's got 2 star player points already. Ah, well, never mind. Alright, so go the other side where the War Dancer is. Not that it matters too much, he can 1-dice him if he wants. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just roll the 6+6+. Yeah, that's the thing. Skaven can be fun for new players, but I think Wood Elves are a better shot at them. Defending very well the 0-1, yeah, exactly. Well, that's what you have to do, and you're always on defense against Elves. Your offensive drive is just desperately trying to not get turned over and lose 2-0 basically, or 3-0. So like, Wood Elves are really good. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I think Wood Elves are definitely a better chance for just rolling some dice and things working out for you than Skaven are. No, absolutely cannot go for the win now. If his War Dancer had died doing that leap and could have bezzed forward, because obviously he would have still had the ball. Could have bezzed forward and maybe scored on turn 12 with some GFIs. Then could have gone for the win. If he'd used his reroll and his War Dancer, if he'd lost a reroll and a War Dancer that turn, could have gone for the win, but no, I can't now. Yes, I think Skaven. Obviously, gut runners are amazing, and like it is easy to score with gut runners, you know, but it's even easier to score with Wood Elves, because you've got a Wood Elf thrower if you want that, and a Wood Elf catcher is just better than a Skaven thrower and a Skaven, well, gutter runner. He drew his first game, probably by, I mean he's drawn against me, hasn't he, by at least by just rolling dice. So get the assist for this blitz here, and then move up over here is the play, I think. Right, so the Vengabus formation's in full effect now. Try to base some guys, seeing as we are strength 4 and he is not strength 4. You learn the game playing ogres. Well, I think that's it's kind of using ogres or like some kind of stunties is an okay thing, as Ceramol alluded to, it's an okay thing for somebody who's already knows the game to develop a better understanding or whatever. But I think new players should always use something that gives them kind of easy wins or an easy play style. You know, Orcs are easy to bash with. You're getting automatic 2 dice blocks with your Black Orcs. You've got 4 block and 3 rerolls with your Blitzers. So it's an easy bashy style, although obviously a bashy style is somewhat inferior at winning games to an agility style. $0.77.0. Yeah, that's the play, isn't it? He's probably just going to leap here again, isn't he? He loves leaping, this guy. I'm just sad that he got those extra 2 rerolls. If he hadn't got the extra reroll, he wouldn't have scored his touchdown. And then I would have probably won 2-0 then. But so even like the kickoff results that are fair with getting the extra rerolls can be absolutely game breaking, can't they? Well, game breaking, game changing. Not, I think the blitz is game breaking somewhat. Yeah, I've seen the Brits. Yeah, they're just peasants with a carrier and Griff, aren't they? Which is pretty good. Griff's pretty good. I think that's the best way of making Bretonians. Just induce Griff or wall every game. Yeah, exactly. High armor of Orcs. Yeah, so because dwarves are only movement 4 and they're only strength 3, so Orcs are not dwarves are not easy to get the best out of, I don't think, as a bash team. Lizardmen are a bit weird with the skinks and stuff. Like, bad players are going to get the skinks blitzed all the time, you know, which is terrible. So, you know, it's like, I think Orcs are just good. They are just like kind of easy for new players because they're not going to be men down much. Yeah, as you say, like Chaos take a while to skill up. Whereas Orcs are just great as a starting team. No, not great per se, but don't have anyone free to make this assist. Nope. But can make this one a 3 dice block. So let's do that. Punch him into next week. Oh yeah. It's actually probably better to just blitz with the carrier, isn't it? Here. Oh yes. Why didn't this happen? Why didn't this happen on my earlier? Right, so blitz with him. Yeah. You can 1 dice blitz though again. Hopefully make it a little bit harder for him. Obviously follow up to base 2 down players is pretty good. Even though it's just 2+ dodges away. New player using dwarves, they pick both down, which is nice. No troll launch system in Goblin Orcs. The reason is Bushranger because in a league I would take a troll and a goblin eventually, but in matchmaking, the biggest pro tip for Orcs is to not play against Chaos with Claw. And if you have a troll, it increases the chance of you getting matched against Claw, because you've got a troll, you know, which is an extra 110 or an extra 60, whichever way you look at it. If you know, I'm only going to keep 11 players on this team probably. You know, you don't want reserves because there's more chance of playing Chaos, and basically you just need to not play against Chaos with Orcs. Yeah, he's going to go for another lead. Thank you for the follow, Papa Comey. God, he's just...
I feel the need.
This motherfucker.
For speed.
And I mean, I guess I could have and should have defended better against the lead. Another 3+5+ to get the ball off. Yep. Ooh. Unbelievable, Jeff. I guess he's the sort of guy who'd think about re-rolling this as well. Wow. Yeah, the biggest pro tip there is for Orcs is don't play against Killer Chaos, because they will destroy you. Well, with min-max Orcs, you just don't go to high TV. You know, I'm going to keep these at 1300 max, hopefully, and just don't have bad things happen. I want to 3-dice the War Dancer here with a Black Orc. Wow, this is really lucky if he makes this. Good. Good, he did not make it, he got KO'd. So 2D there, 2D there, 3D there, and 3D there, and hopefully everything's okay. Bit shit. Come on. Get him. No. This is pretty shit. Where can I put the ball? Here? You can still get a leap in as well, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Hey! Didn't have it. Maybe should have moved him last to foul. For fuck's sake! Again, it's just straight up 2+. Leap. I mean, it's just hard with 9 players, isn't it? Even though he's got 6 guys off the pitch, so he's only got 5 players, but only really needs like 2 or 3. He just needs to cancel assists and leap with a War Dancer, doesn't he? So it's pretty tough. You can just come in this way, can't you? In fact, dodge away with dodge. So he's got a 2+ with dodge. 3+ to there and then leap. Only got 2 turns to push forward. Crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. Fucking Wood Elves. So yeah, this is a 2-in-1, isn't it? This is pro tips Wood Elves. Just don't roll 1s. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have moved the cage. Maybe I should have just 2-diced him first. So that if I powered him, this guy could have fouled him somehow. But then that would have left the ball exposed to this guy, wouldn't it? So it wasn't easy. It's not easy to protect the ball. Against one War Dancer. Even though he's... It's crazy, you know. It's just really bad being down players. This one, it was my fault. I did cage up in the wrong place, to be fair. But it's still annoying that obviously his surf was rewarded. His terrible surf was rewarded. It's pretty bad. Just does an irrelevant dodge there first. He really loves basing the carrier as well every turn, which I don't think it's a great strategy, basing the carrier every turn. But obviously it does make it harder for a slow team to go forward. Because there's no way I'm going to risk the game on a 3+ dodge, even though he's risked the game on 3+ leaps and 5+ pals. Oh, there you go, 1 dice pow into injury. All the 6s. 4 6s in a row for him. Wow. Pretty tough. I might even lose this game. This pro tip Orc is how to lose against somebody who has no clue of how to play Blood Bowl. There you go. He's rolling all the dice, isn't he, with his Wood Elves here? And he's making it hard, just basing. It just makes it hard, doesn't it? Because sure, I can knock down all of his players, but you know, even though he's got less than me, obviously he's got 5 players. But I've got to somehow protect the ball from a fucking War Dancer. Oh, okay, good. He's just making these random leaps, like... I don't understand what he's playing at with these rando leaps here. All the GFIs of the world. Oh, shit. Right, so it looks like I can't really protect the ball this turn then. He's got to come in. Or he can blitz and then use his strength to get the 2D and then be somebody's assisting there already. For power, I can chain my guy forward. Oh my god, I have to re-roll. Okay, good. So this is pretty good actually, because it means he can get chained forward. Make this a 3D. Wow, this is pretty fucking shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 forward. Means the ball's totally exposed. Could go there. Only 1 assist on the foul. Or just don't foul and run him forward and then move him up. This is tough. Could GF? I can't GFI. Should have maybe done this block first. Can't afford the chance of a scattering in the crowd. Go 1 in case it gets pushed back. No, this guy is got to make a block, which is pretty scary. Alright, good. So the reason to not follow up is to make this dodge harder for him. 1, 2, 3. So that's okay. So I guess I've got to just go for this foul then, eh? Yes. No, the War Dancer could have, but yeah, he could have reached if I potatoed, yeah. Funny how close this game was. You wouldn't think it would be close when you make 5 KOs and 2 cars, but it actually was. And he's still got like what, 4+2+ to 1D, which isn't even bad. Well, you can make these dodges. What, 8 out of 9 dodge to there, 1 in 36 dodge to there, and then 4+2+ to 2D. Crazy. It might be a tie. Yeah, I haven't even drawn yet. He's got a 4+2+ to hit the ball, which is just fucking stupid, isn't it? What the fuck? I hit a fly ages ago and it's not even dead. Fucking die. Yeah, okay, that's definitely dead now. Yeah, it's not even hard for him to get 2 dice on the ball, which is horrific, isn't it? But that was a good non-follow, because if I'd followed it, it'd been a 3+2+ out. Yeah, the flies. But the thing is, I like hitting them not too hard. I couldn't hit it hard because it was on the screen, so it was on the monitor screen, so I couldn't hit it too hard. Couldn't even hurt a fly yet. I heard him. He wasn't flying around very quickly. Oh, a rando GFI there, and he fails his 3+ roll. Good. I don't know what his play was here. That was awful what he was doing. Do have a re-roll, so I'm gonna go for the pure greed play. In fact, no. Do a 2D here. I was going to surf him just to teach him a lesson, but I want star player points, don't I? So it's best. It's just silly to surf him. Doesn't achieve anything. Oh, it does. It does because he can 1 turn. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yep, I should have done the spite surf because now he can score 1 turn. And wow. 3 dice. I've got to reroll. It's not too risky, is it? If he 1 turns, I'll feel bad. It could be a riot, and then he could potato with a War Dancer. Wow, all his KOs are back. If it's a riot, this can easily be a loss. I guess I can't defend the 1 turn at all. How do I defend against a riot? Not fucking easy, is it? Literally can't defend against the 1 turn if he gets the pushes, which I guess he won't. 4 players out as Orcs, pretty bad. Obviously 1 was by choice. Hello, Oriolenses. He does have infinite supplies of 6s. Wow, that's a rough start for Orcs, isn't it? Funny that in my guide I'm like, Orcs are great because they don't take many cards. They're usually not down players. End the first match with 7 players on the pitch. But, you know, ascending off is fair enough, isn't it? I mean, that was a removal I was willing to trade. This was a bit unlucky. But I did misplay letting him get some. Yep. Yeah, this was not a pro tip. It looks like he's actually got some kind of a clue how to one turn, but not really. I think he was just playing for the riot here, wasn't he, with his setup? I think that's what he was playing for here, going for the riot. Wow, that surf though, that surf was a killer. But it was my fault because I did cage in the wrong place. And didn't get enough penetration on that drive. So it's not easy to score in 4 turns with Orcs. Turned out him failing the touchdown. Yeah, the curse of pro tips. Not like that, he couldn't have. Yeah. So like if I had could have it probably worked out. He made 1 armor break but 3 cars. If he had managed to score, like if he hadn't rolled the 1 for the catch with his war dancer, it would have been an extra turn to score, and it might have actually lost him. It might have got him the draw, failing when he made that touchdown. So yeah, 44-9. So it did well to only get armor broken once. It's just a shame to take 3 cars, isn't it? In a match is pretty unlucky. But only one armor break out of 19 blocks wasn't bad. And MVP on the Black Orc is fine, yep, that's true. So, obviously, miss next game, Blitz is terrible. If I was hyper competitive, I would sack him and rebuy him. And I am. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's not have a miss next game. Right, so still got a starting team. And started off with a draw, but hey-ho. What can you do? Not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, but an Apo, right? If I buy the Apo, then I've only got 3 blitzers for the next match. So I'd rather have a blitzer than an Apo that probably won't get used. Get 40k next game if I win, and then get the Apo. I don't have a game without a blitzer. Yeah, a whole game with only 1 armor break, although take 3 cars. So yeah, I could have gone 1 game, but I think this is the most competitive way. You know, because Apos, you don't really need them at low TV, do you? But it is good because it is kind of like a pseudo substitute. So yeah, they went pretty badly. Grindle only to draw against a crazy dice rolling Wood Elf guy, but there you go. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.